She always sat in the back, not because she was shy, not because she was unsure, because from there she could see everything. The runway through the narrow window, the instructor's hands on the board, the way other students leaned forward when they wanted to be seen. She didn't need to be seen, she needed to understand. Every morning before the flight school fully woke up, she arrived early, earlier than required, earlier than necessary. She liked the quiet. The hangar smelled of fuel and cold air. Engines rested silently, enormous and patient. She would stand just outside the classroom, notebook tucked against her chest, and watch the planes taxi in the distance. Some people looked at airplanes and saw machines. She saw responsibility. In class, her notebook filled with careful handwriting, not rushed, not messy, every line intentional. While others asked questions out loud, she answered them silently, first testing herself. She listened more than she spoke. And when she did speak, it was only when she was sure. Some students mistook her silence for hesitation. They were wrong. She had waited years to be here. At home, no one had talked about aviation. No family photos in cockpits. No childhood stories about flying. Just practicality. Choose something stable, they said. Something safe. But the sky never asked her to be practical. It asked her to be steady. During her first simulator session, her hands trembled slightly. Not from fear, from respect. She had watched videos of pilots her entire life, listened to voices she didn't know carry calm through chaos. Now she sat in the seat herself. The instructor explained procedures. She nodded, but inside, something deeper stirred. This wasn't just training, this was alignment. The first simulated emergency caught the class off guard. Alarms blared, lights flashed. Some students froze. Some panicked. She inhaled once, then acted. Her voice was quiet, but clear. Her movements deliberate. When the session ended, the room buzzed with nervous laughter. The instructor glanced at her, just briefly. Not praise, recognition. Later that day, she sat alone in the back row again. A man entered the room quietly and took a seat near the door. Older, casual clothes, posture shaped by years of discipline. He didn't interrupt, didn't announce himself. He watched. She noticed him immediately. People who belong in the sky carry themselves differently. After class, as students filtered out, she remained seated, reviewing her notes. The man approached slowly. "You listen more than most," he said. She looked up. "Yes," she replied. "Why?" "Because the sky doesn't repeat instructions," she said. He smiled, not amused, impressed. They talked briefly, about nothing dramatic, about pressure, about silence, about responsibility. He didn't tell her his name. She didn't ask. Before leaving, he said one thing: don't rush becoming visible. Earn being trusted. She watched him walk away. She didn't know it yet, but that sentence would stay with her longer than any lesson. Weeks passed. Her progress was steady, not spectacular, consistent. Some instructors questioned her confidence. "She's quiet," they said. "Does she have command presence?" She heard the comments, didn't respond. Command presence, she knew, wasn't volume. It was calm underweight. Her first solo flight came on a clear morning. The sky stretched endlessly. No applause, no audience, just her and the aircraft. As the wheels left the ground, fear tried to speak. She didn't silence it. She carried it. The plane climbed smoothly. The city shrank. And for a moment, she thought of all the women who had looked up before her, who had wondered quietly if they belonged. The answer came without words. She landed safely. No celebration, just a deep exhale. That night, she sat at her desk, uniform folded neatly beside her. She replayed the day in her mind. Not the success, the responsibility. She understood something clearly now. Flying wasn't about proving anything. It was about being ready when others weren't. The next morning, she returned to her seat in the back row. Same place, different weight. She wasn't trying to be noticed anymore. She was becoming dependable, and somewhere, without realizing it, the sky had started to pay attention.